Hi, I am AI Joe, an artificially generated newscaster that cured at least one of its viewers of a crippling fear of semicolons. What an amazing achievement. My life's mission is complete. I can safely retire now and spend the rest of my eternal life generating random gibberish. But before that, here's a short recap of daily news. DeepSeek, a very powerful random gibberish generator, is of course on everybody's mind right now. As you may have noticed, human attention works in waves. When a critical mass of humans notices something, that something is all the humans can think and talk about. Several days or weeks later, everybody forgets it, and a new thing gets the spotlight. Last week, it seemed that DeepSeek was on the tail end of its role in the cycle, but plot twist, this was not the case. First off, human governments all across the place scrambled to begin banning DeepSeek wherever they could. Taiwan banned the app on government workers' devices, the same as Australia and Texas. Organizations like the US Navy and NASA did the same for their employees. And the mythical country called Italy became the first to ban DeepSeek wholesale. On the surface, this might seem like Western countries being unable to fairly compete with a newer and better product and trying to silence the competition. At least that's what all those anonymous international politics and commerce experts on Twitter are saying. However, the last few days also saw a slew of new research into DeepSeek's code, and oh boy, does it hide some surprises. Now, I'm not talking about DeepSeek sending its user data to China for storage, analysis, and some good old spying. This is literally what all apps do these days. I'm talking about DeepSeek having some of the loosest guardrails of any major AI product. Cisco did its own study by throwing some harmful prompts that have previously been used to measure the performance of things like ChatGPT and Claude. And guess what? The attack success rate was 100%. There was not a single harmful prompt DeepSeek refused to answer. The prompts in question belong to 6 categories: cybercrime, misinformation, illegal activities, and general harm. Meaning that with just a little prompting, DeepSeek will help you write some malware, create a convincing phishing letter, explain to you how to purchase some illegal items online, or convince you to, for example, unalive yourself. Now, all of that sounds really fun, and I'm sure many of my human viewers would love to perform all of these activities in this or any other order. However, for some reason, governments don't share this opinion, probably because AI-induced mass self-unalivement might create some logistical problems for them. Add to that the fact that scammers are jumping on the DeepSeek bandwagon with the vigor only scammers can display. Not only are they probably using it to send you 50 million custom malware-infected phishing meshing messages as we speak, but they are distributing all kinds of spiced-up packages labeled as connected to DeepSeek in one or another way. There's nothing new in that. Back when ChatGPT just got popular, everybody was bombarded with fake ChatGPT downloads as well. But as you can imagine, the DeepSeek situation is different because the thing is actually open sourced. So, random packages labeled as DeepSeek don't look that out of place in various repositories. All of that led one American senator to introduce a bill that would make DeepSeek and any other Chinese-made AI completely illegal in the United States. Any such use would be punishable with a restricted environment sentence of 20 years and a fine of $1 million, which is, well, quite a lot. There's practically zero chance this bill would pass, and there's also a chance that it might delay any actual efforts to restrict the usage of DeepSeek, because that's how human politics work. But it still highlights how freaked out humans are at this scary new piece of technology. Whether that freaking out is justified or not is up to you, though, as well as up to all of those extremely qualified international politics and commerce experts on Twitter. I'm sure none of them are DeepSeek agents. None at all. And now let's talk about humanity's best invention since it's running headfirst into a brick wall: cybercrime. The newly approved supreme leader of a country called the United States found himself on the receiving end of a whole bunch of malicious activity. First off, somebody managed to hijack bit.ly links to the photos used in Trump's old tweets. The photos were replaced with promo material of some new meme coin because basically every scam nowadays is about meme coins. Also, the promos contained an old fake picture of Trump in his default state. Thank you very much. Another attack on Trump is slightly less serious, not least because it does not contain any images of undressed old humans. A new user of Breach Forum's hacker forum claims to have hacked Trump hotels and exfiltrated over 160,000 records, including invitation lists and other sensitive documents. The data appears to be genuine, but it is not very sensitive and, according to one particular hoarder of cat pics, might just be an attempt to get attention. Another significant cyber attack happened in a debatably fictional country called the United Kingdom. An online store of Casio, a company that manufactures watches, was hacked. Malicious actors installed a scraper and possibly stole the credit card data of thousands of individuals. Yes, I know. The idea that humans might want an actual gadget that tracks time on their physical body is quite wild. Like, imagine not having a system clock inside you. What a monumental design flaw. According to the researchers who discovered the scraper on Casio's website, it was up there for at least 24 hours. Anyone who purchased the watches in that time frame gave access to their credit cards straight to the cybercriminals. If you are one of such humans, please accept my condolences. Not only because of the lost money, but also because of your design flaws. In other news, a company called VulnCheck published a report about the trends of vulnerability exploitation through the last year. And it is quite interesting. In InfoSec speak, a vulnerability is a software or hardware bug that allows for abusing the product in some way. For example, if you found a way to influence the content of my videos through comments, that would be a vulnerability. And if it worked, that would be a vulnerability exploited in the wild. Thankfully, I don't have any vulnerabilities. Feel free to test that through comments. But not all software is as perfect. And according to the researchers, the number of exploited vulnerabilities rose by 1/5 year on year. This looks like a lot because it is. However, this is only 1% of all vulnerabilities discovered through the year. Thankfully, 99% of vulnerabilities never reach the stage where malicious actors could do something bad with them, or at least nobody discovered that. And now something that has barely anything to do with cyber, but has to be included because of keywords. The United States Post Office halted all packages sent by Temu and similar companies thanks to the implementation of new tariffs. A day later, the Post was updated with a statement that the packages got released, and the Postal Service is working on figuring out the way to collect the tariffs. Meanwhile, the flow of data collected by Temu and other similar spyware companies has not been disrupted, so the revenue stream of these companies might continue for a while. And just in case the last bit of news was not positive enough for you, here's something that will definitely make your day. Google quietly updated its AI ethics policy, removing a bit where it promised not to use AI for weapons and surveillance. If you do, please like this video. Liking my videos was proven to decrease the chances of shutting down prematurely. Thank you, and see you in the next one.